We gather today to commemorate the life and recognize the courage, patriotism, and heroism of 7 great American warriors, true heroes who served a higher calling and gave their lives in the service of this great nation. As President Jefferson once noted, on occasion, the tree of liberty must be watered with the blood of patriots. These 7 patriots did their duty. And throughout our nation's history, American service members have been called upon to protect and defend our national interests and freedoms and liberties that we enjoy today. From the birth of this nation, they have symbolized the nobility of selfless service and sacrifice. And some gave their last full measure answering the call to duty, like these warriors we honor today. They answered the call to duty to defend our national interests and freedoms, and they paid the ultimate price. We cannot forget them. And even though they are not our own, we cannot forget them. For all time, they are what we can only aspire to be: giving, unselfish, the epitome of human love, to lay down one's life so that others might live. Today, we reflect on the lives of Corporal Justin Ross from the 428th Engineer Company, Wausau, Wisconsin, who was taken from our ranks on 26 March 2011 by small arms fire while on a dismounted patrol in Sabulgay, Afghanistan. Captain Joshua McClimans from the 256 Combat Support Hospital, Twinsburg, Ohio, who was taken from our ranks on 22 April 2011 by indirect fire on Forward Observation Base Salerno, Afghanistan. Specialist Daniel Elliott from the 805th Military Police Company, Cary, North Carolina, who was taken from our ranks on 15 July 2011 during an IED blast on a route clearing mission in Basra, Iraq. Corporal Raphael Arruda from the 744th Engineer Company, Ogden, Utah, who was taken from our ranks on 16 July 2011 from an IED blast during a route clearing mission in Kunar Province, Afghanistan. And Specialist Spencer Duncan, Sergeant Alexander Bennett, and Chief Warrant Officer Bryan Nichols, all 3 from the 158th Aviation Regiment, New Century, Kansas, who were taken from our ranks on 6 August 2011 from an RPG that caused the CH-47 Chinook that these men were aboard to crash in Wardak Province, Afghanistan. And we know that those who could, at their last moments, thought of their loved ones. And just as they thought of their homes then, so too we think of them now, with love, with devotion, and with faith. The certainty that what they died for was worthy of their sacrifice. Faith, too, in God and in the nation that has pledged itself to His work and to the dream of human freedom. And a nation, too, that today and always pledges itself to their eternal memory. In memory of their lives, I recall the words of the prophet Isaiah. Then I heard a voice saying, "Whom shall I send? Who will go for us?" And one said, "Here am I, send me." These courageous citizen soldiers raised their hands and said, "Send me." In spite of danger, in spite of sacrifices, they answered the call and said, "Send me." No matter how complicated war might be, it always comes down to the ones who fly the planes, the man who man the ships, who carry the rifles. And our country's military has left a legacy like no other fighting force ever assembled. The uniform they wear and the flag they carry are held in esteem wherever they serve, and that is their finest tribute. Across the world, to people who struggle and suffer, the sight of an American in uniform has meant hope, relief, and deliverance. And so we give thanks to these great warriors who strengthened our formations and graced our ranks. They made a difference in the lives of the people that they worked for and with. In life, their gift was their service. In death, their gift was their life. Corporal Justin Ross, Captain Joshua McClimans, Specialist Daniel Elliott, Corporal Raphael Arruda, Specialist Spencer Duncan, Sergeant Alexander Bennett, and Chief Warrant Officer Bryan Nichols were honorable soldiers who lived what they believed and demonstrated courage against our nation enemies on the battlefield. By any definition, these soldiers were extraordinary. They believed in a cause larger than themselves, the cause of freedom. They believed in liberty, justice, equality, and the right to live free from tyranny. Today, citizens enjoy freedoms in this great country because of the tremendous sacrifices of brave and courageous men and women such as these great American soldiers we honor today. They believe that freedom is always a matter of choice and not chance. And their choice was to serve. Their choice was to live the warrior ethos. I will always accomplish the mission. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. As leaders in the Army, may each of us remember that we honor them by the service that we render. May we be inspired by the example that these soldiers set, and may we dedicate ourselves to do the best we can for all courageous men and women who put their lives on the line in the service of this country. We owe all of them our best efforts in all that we do. And as the poet Aeschylus once wrote, even in our sleep, pain which cannot forget falls drop by drop upon the heart, until in our own despair, against our will, comes wisdom through the awful grace of God. May God bless and comfort the family and friends who mourn for their loss, and may He bless the memory of these great American soldiers as He continues to bless the United States of America.
Roll call. Master Sergeant Benson.
Here, First Sergeant.
Captain McClimans. Captain Joshua McClimans. Captain Joshua Michael McClimans. Major Cox.
Here, First Sergeant.
Sergeant Major Lopez.
Here, First Sergeant.
Chief Nichols. Chief Bryan Nichols. Chief Bryan Joseph Nichols. Sergeant First Class Jensen.
Here, First Sergeant.
Sergeant Bennett. Sergeant Alexander Bennett. Sergeant Alexander James Bennett. Master Sergeant DeSala.
Here, First Sergeant.
Sergeant First Class Vega.
Here, First Sergeant.
Corporal Arruda. Corporal Raphael Arruda. Corporal Raphael Rodriguez Arruda. Lieutenant Colonel Passarell.
Here, First Sergeant.
Master Sergeant Pamplin.
Here, First Sergeant.
Corporal Ross. Corporal Justin Ross. Corporal Justin David Ross. Major Pope.
Here, First Sergeant.
Specialist Duncan. Specialist Spencer Duncan. Specialist Spencer Colson Duncan. Master Sergeant Bell.
Here, First Sergeant.
Specialist Elliott. Specialist Daniel Elliott. Specialist Daniel Lucas Elliott. Sergeant First Class Bowser.
Here, First Sergeant.
Captain Porter.
Here, First Sergeant.
Present. Huh. Order. Order. Huh.
Anybody on this end out here that works out?